Hey guys, Independent Arms. Thought I might do a short video on this zero-turn mower. I got, this is actually the first zero-turn mower I've ever owned in my life. And I'm 47 years old, but that doesn't mean anything if you own one or not. But I've always kind of wanted one, and now I got one. Now, what I will say about this mower is it's not top of the line, and it's not bottom either. This is what is considered premium residential grade, and I would say it's fairly affordable. Not everybody wants to spend. I'm in this one for $6,000. I did finance it, and that is part of the financing fee. So if you can buy it outright, you can save you a little money on that. But anyway, let's just get into what I don't like about this mower. First of all and foremost, even though that front end looks pretty cool, pretty mean, it doesn't have any headlights. So that's kind of a bummer. For what I paid for this mower, I really feel like it should have had some LED lights up here or somewhere up here on the body. But as you can see, it does not. And they, I think the MyCut, or the, what are these called? Timecutters are called. MyRides do, the red ones do come with some lights, but unfortunately the Havoc edition doesn't, which is this black mower, this powder coated black, which is pretty cool. Not why I bought it though. Okay, besides the lights, I don't like this plastic. It's light plastic. I don't know if I'm gonna, in the long run, of how much that's gonna matter really. It might be a good thing, right? It's lightweight. It's like a durable plastic. I was checking out some of the other ones, and they were more like a real heavy rubber, and they seemed better. But quite honestly, guys, I don't know what is better, metal, rubber, plastic. But this one's plastic. Seems a little chauncey to me. Next would be, on the same note, the control arms. They're kind of a tube steel. That light. They're just basically a tube steel. I don't know if any of the owners are having any problems with these being bent or not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I didn't read anything really. I did hear a guy that was talking about them say he gets a lot of them in being bent. And then I looked up to see if that was the case and couldn't find one reviewer complaint on bent control arms on these mowers. Doesn't mean it's not true, right? Okay. One thing I don't like that much about it is where they put this MyRide, where you change the stiffness here. There's levels of stiffness. I've got it at the highest stiffness, where it has the least rock, the least bounce, whatever. You might like it super soft, air ride, and from what I understand, it takes a little getting used to on a zero-turn. I borrowed my buddy's zero-turn from church. He actually let it sit here for 2 months, a Skag Patriot, because his son has a lawn care service and would just come and mow his yard twice a week anyway, and he really didn't care. So he just made me keep it until I got one, and so I took it back to him today and had, okay, the next thing I don't like about this is where these are sold. I only seen these in one place online. It was called S&L something sales, and then Lowe's. Lowe's actually says that this is a Lowe's exclusive Havoc edition, but it's actually not. I did see another big lawnmower sales tractor supply store that had these, so clearly it's not just Lowe's. Another thing I'm really bummed about, but I knew it before I bought it, is it doesn't have any armrests. I do like the armrests on my buddy's Patriot, Skag Patriot, because it's kind of nice to lay your arms down and control the machine. I really don't know if I'm gonna. I did look a little bit to see if you could get an aftermarket armrest. It didn't look like there was a market for that really. So I don't know. We'll see. And lastly, the one thing, let's go ahead and say there is no fuel gauge, right? And I've seen some people talk about that not having a fuel gauge, but it's not really a big deal to me, because all I got to do is look down and I can see if there's gas in the tank or not. And it is a 5-gallon tank. And I apologize if I'm moving around too much. I am definitely a nervousy type person, and I get lost in the sauce sometimes, so I apologize. So I don't know if this would be a deal breaker for you guys. So these wheels on a spindle, they're not really protected like they are on a lot of mower decks, where you'll see them, they have a housing, or they come in with 2 arms instead of the 1. I kind of checked them out, man. They seem like a pretty heavy duty bolt on there. I don't know how good the steel of the bolt is, but it's pretty freaking sweet. So I'm not too worried about that. I didn't see too many people having problems with that, to be honest with you. Okay, and I think that about does it for what I don't like about this. Other than I wish it was a little higher powered Kawasaki. I wish it was the step up Kawasaki motor from this 23 horse to the 24 horse Kawasaki, or even bigger. But it is what it is, right? I heard some people complaining about the bungee on but that thing is super tight, and I'd rather it have a bungee on it than 2 bolts that I have to take loose to get my battery off. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but if I want to access it, I don't want to have to go get a socket wrench. I don't want to have to go lose my bolts. That's me. I think it's a pretty good way to put the battery on there. That's just me. Also, let's just mention this while I'm looking at it. The hitch is one of the you don't really want to be pulling too much with these anyway, but people do it. They put this on here. It's a basic latch style slot hitch. It's not going to be your truck hitch or trailer hitch, but they probably have an aftermarket part for that. I see bolts here. It's probably got it. You can probably get it if you want it. They probably recommend you don't pull too much weight. Don't pull your boat with it or whatever. But things that I do like about this are the 20-inch Voodoo tires. You do see that on a lot of the higher end Zeroturns. Some of the lower end commercial units have that, and so that's a good thing. You know, I don't want to be slipping or ripping the yard all to pieces, man. And this mower, I've heard different things. If you ask a dealer, they're going to tell you that this is a 3-acre maximum mower. That's what they're going to tell you. Is that to upsell you? I kind of think so, to be honest with you, but you know, I don't mean to say that they're lying, but it is their job. That's how they make money. That's upselling you into a more expensive mower, right? They're not going to tell you that, but I will. Okay, I do like this pin adjustment. I don't mind where it's at all. It works good for me. It's magnetic also. So you put your foot down here, take the weight off the deck, and just change it in whatever height you want there, right? And then it's magnetically set in there so it doesn't flop out on you, bounce out, whatever. The MyRide system is probably the biggest selling feature of this mower, and why most people buy these mowers. This particular Toro style mower is the MyRide system. It's love it or hate it, from what I understand. What little I drove it, and I drove that Skag Patriot, and I'm not knocking that Skag Patriot. It's like a $9,000 mower. It's a nice mower. It really was. But it was a rough feeling mower. It was a rough riding mower. And that's just my opinion. And now I took this baby out and did a couple little stroll around on my yard, and man, it was like there was no bumps in my yard anymore. So I got about 6 to 6.5 acres to mow. And I did mow this with a riding mower. And you see it right there. There she is, the old riding mower. Oh, baby, the old John Deere clunker. It needs a valve adjustment. I'm not messing with it. I'd give it away if I get it. But I live in southeastern Kentucky, so I swear I'll give it to you if you want it. But that's what I'm going to be mowing with this. So the Lowe's website says 5+ acres. That's the first thing I went with when I bought this. And then when I go looking later, it says up to 3 acres. So we're going to see how this does. We're going to see how it does in the future. And if you guys are interested in me keeping you updated on how this bad boy does, I shouldn't say bad boy since there's bad boy mowers, to see how this bad mammer jammer does. That's what they should have called it, the Toro bad mammer jammer. I'll do it. I'm not good at videos that clearly, as you've noticed, as you watch this one, if you're still here. But I'll do my best. I'm doing it on a free phone. This is literally a free phone when you get a plan. And I'm talking about, this is a straight talk phone, y'all. Free straight talk phone. Anyway, you just got to spend $50 on a plan and you get this phone. So the camera work probably sucks. The image probably sucks. I'm sorry. At least you're not having to look at me, right? So anyway, what else do I like about this? I do like, although these look a little chauncey, that's the word I'm going to use, they do adjust. And I will be adjusting those. Down, lower, first thing, closer to my legs. I like, that way I can put my arms down low, lower to my legs. Maybe even be able to put my elbows on my top of my leg and rest them like that as I drive. I did notice, and I drove, I could drive this with one hand. Pretty much hold the two bars in one hand and barely adjust. They're very sensitive. They reacted very well, right? So let's talk about the deck. The 60-inch deck. This is the upgrade on these Havocs. Comes in a 54 and a 60. I was going to get a 54. That's what I was using. That's what my brother had that let me borrow it from church. That was a 54-inch deck, and I liked it. I could get in spots, and then this one popped up. So I'm like, you know what? I might just want a 60-inch deck for those 6 acres. And I'm kind of glad I got it now, because when you get this 60-inch deck, it also upgrades you. The motor doesn't change. Oh, also, you can get a Kohler 24 horse in this model, or the Kawasaki 23 power plant. And I chose the Kawasaki because I'm a Kawasaki kind of mofo, okay? But if you get the 60-inch, this is what happens. These babies right here, the transaxles, the pumps, whatever you want to call them, they are upgraded to a 2800 serviceable pump. Okay? And the 54-inch, are the 2200s residential non-serviceable. So that's a good thing, guys. That's a good thing. Now, if you have to, so if you can see, there's the oil filter, screw off oil filter. And so I can service this, change the fluids out, and you can't do that with the 2200. So if the fluids get old, they're just old. There's nothing you can do about it. Look at the heavy gauge on that chassis right there, guys. That piece of the chassis, that is some thick steel. No doubt about it. It's good to see. That's protecting my pumps, and I'm happy to see that. I would call that about, I don't know, guys, 6 gauge, 5 gauge, maybe 7, but I don't know. I deal with steel at work. I build commercial construction, and this right here is probably 14 gauge, protecting the motor, and that's okay. Don't back up quick. It only goes 3 miles an hour backwards anyway, so you're not gonna hit nothing. And it looks pretty well built. Everything's protected there, and it looks good too. I mean, I think so. And if you buy this, you probably think so too. So this is a good looking mower, guys. This mower is a good looking mower. So the 60-inch deck ain't no stamp deck. This is an iron forged, like it says there, iron forged. It is 11 gauge though, 11 gauge steel, but it is also reinforced with another strip of 11 gauge. So that's 11, 11, 22, right? And if I can feel it, it's like a piece of angle it's running in also. So that is a super strong perimeter on that deck. The structure on that is super strong. It's not 7 gauge. It don't need to be. It's 11 multiplied and multiplied. And that's super strong. It's got the chains, which you'll see in a lot of higher end commercial grade mowers, where you can just step on that deck and you ain't got to worry about anything. And a lot of the mowers in this price range don't have that. I looked, and that is just the case. The bad boys, I'm not going to talk about any bad about mouth any mowers, but I'm a little ticked off at Lowe's. Look at the crooked stickers. I had some serious problem with Lowe's getting this mower, and I was supposed to have it yesterday. They were just, man, just shuffling their feet. I'm really disappointed with Lowe's. I hope I don't have to deal with them in this mower. God forbid. They don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. Have you guys noticed that? Nobody knows anything, right? And over there, I got some baby chicken feed and some cracked corn. The crushed kind. Got some 20 baby chickens coming tomorrow. Got them for $2 a piece. Stole them. They got them for $10 right now at Tractor Supply for a baby chicken. So I should have got more. I don't know. I've got my chicken coop out there I built a couple years back. It's pretty sweet. If you guys are interested, I'll show that to you guys. Let me know in the comments. The other great feature about this, of course, MyRide, I didn't talk about it, is you got this big old shock up here. And that's for, let me get a better, that's for this part, the bouncing up and down, right? And that's part of the system. And of course you can adjust it. And then if you look, if I can get it to see right here, see that coil right there? Let me try to zoom in a little bit. See that coil? Okay, that's for thing leans back, and I've got it super stiff right now, so I just can't pull it with my arm. And there's another coil there. You kind of see it there. That's nice. So everything is so nice on this motor to access. The oil, I checked it already. The fuel filter, like the wires being a little messy, I can clean up, so I'm not that worried about it. And so there's the MyRide again in the back. That looks good. I mean, nothing wrong with something looking good. I prefer it to perform better over looks, but nothing wrong with it looking good. And so the MyRide system is the main feature of this system, but this is a pretty tough residential mower considering the motor, Kawasaki motor, and then the pumps being a serviceable pump. Now, this is a deluxe seat. Although it doesn't have armrests, this has got some, this ain't no foam cushion, guys. If you got to feel it to see what I'm saying, but this looks like it's got some really good hide on it, good stitching, and I think it's going to last a long time. It's very, what do you want to say, deluxe looking in person, and I like that about it. Got the clear, neutral, slow, fast, reverse. I mean, if you're a beginner, you know that stuff's important. You want to see that. And just to be real with you guys, when I first got on the Zeroturn, I felt a little bit out of my element. It takes a little getting used to, you know, but I love it now. It took 2 mows and I'm in love with it now. So what this does have, that the Havoc does have, it does have a timer on it, an hour keeper, so you know how long your machine's been rocking. Okay, it's just a key start. It's got a choke, that Kawasaki motor, the throttle and this choke, and then it's got the PTO engagement. Your blade engagement is push button electric. Now, will that be good in the long run? I don't know, but it is an upsell feature. It is a feature, so you don't gotta grab a freaking something and rip your arm off trying to engage it. Or oh, another great feature about this that just came to mind is when you lock these out, open them up, the position they are, the control arms, this mower automatically goes into park. Isn't that cool? So how many times have you jumped off your mower, forgot to put it in the parking brake on, and the motor cut out on you and backfire or whatever? Just, you know what I mean? You gotta jump off and get a can or a tennis ball or whatever the crap's in the yard. So when you need to do that with this mower, you just lay the arms open, and you'll have to do that to stop the motor from moving, and the parking brake automatically goes on, and when you open it back up, it automatically goes off. And that is a very cool feature, in my opinion, that is overlooked. These do have non-grease fitting casters, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. You're not going to knock your grease fitting off or bust that. And they're pretty dang heavy duty too, as you can see. Some thick stuff right there. I don't know what gauge that is. I'm saying somewhere around, I don't know, 2, 4 at the most. That's freaking... And I'm thinking I might be able to take this off. This is just kind of cosmetic. And buy the, there is a what is it called? Timecutter LED light system for about 120 bucks. Probably can find it cheaper on eBay or something. That will go on this, but you'll have to take this sweet big old freaking steer's head off of there. But maybe I can find something else to put on it. But I like to put things on it that are appropriate for the machine, so to speak, that go to it. What else, guys? You know, I'm not super knowledgeable about what... Oh, how about this right here? So to access the belt and pulley system, you can access it. It's got a great big door right here. This is all cast aluminum, by the way, guys. This ain't plastic. It looks kind of plasticky. It's not. This is metal. Metal. So this comes off with 4 hex head, no stars, torque bolts. Take those off and you got a nice big opening. And some of them I've seen have smaller. They open up easy, but they're small openings. And this gives you a lot of elbow room to work here, guys. Like, this is as long as my arm, corner to corner. Well, from my hand to my elbow anyway. And you might think, well, I'd rather be able to just pop it open. Not me, because those babies are going to rattle on you that don't. I would rather have it bolted in like this one. It's just short bolts, pop right out, get to your machine. You're working on it, take another minute and take the door off. I prefer that over quick access and a door that just beep, beep, clicks and slaps down, because that's gonna there. It's got to rattle. There's no way around it. No way around it. Every time you hit a bump, it's gonna go blah, 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 just like bass in a freaking license plate, right? You know what I'm talking about? You guys from the 80s and 90s. So again, back to this. I'm just thinking it doesn't have a lot of adjustments in the blade height, but I don't care that much. You know what I'm saying? Half-inch increments is all I want. I don't want to think that much. I don't need the pegboard from Cracker Barrel. This is perfect for me. Simple. Do I want to go high or do I want to go low? Or do I want to go midway? That's good enough for me. If it had 3 settings, that would have been good enough for me, guys. Oh, back to the seat here. It does go forward and backwards, so it does have that adjustment. So longer legged people are not going to have too big of a problem. I'm not that long legged, but I got it all the way back. I'm 5'11", but it feels better for me all the way back. It's got this big old freaking large mouth opening to put your gas in, guys. And that, isn't that nice? Like, it's not on top. You're not spilling it everywhere. If you got a full gas can and you're trying to put it in there, you don't have to tip it over and miss for a second or two until you find where you're going with it. It's just going to go right in there before you raise it up. And that just makes sense. So good job there, Toro. I don't know if anybody else does that. Probably someone, but it's probably on a high-end mower. What else? Oh, you can clean. It's got 2 of these, one on each side. You can clean your deck out, spray it, you know, hook it up there. Looks like you can hook up a pressure washer, or you can get a fitting for your regular water hose. Not a big deal. Tractor Supply, probably Walmart. I don't know, just order it, right? What else this beauty got in it? I mean, this is I don't know. This to me is more, I think it's price perfect. That's what I'm going to say. It's price perfect. I don't think you're getting burnt on this mower. I think you're getting everything you pay for on this mower, and that's good, right? I mean, it's got the features that you normally see in commercial mowers. And speaking of, those spindles are cast aluminum spindles, right? Maintenance free, you know, spindles. They're gonna wear good. They're not gonna be super gay and be intolerable. I'm not really gonna be able to look under this mower, guys, so I'll go upside down with it and let you look at it upside down. I don't know if you can see anything. Can you, Ken? Oh. Oh, yeah. What do you see? What do you see? Okay. That's it. That's all you get. This is I'd like to see that be metal, but it's not. And it's not a deal breaker. It comes off of there easy at least. I don't have to kill myself getting it off. It's just got a bolt, maybe two to get it off. And that's good. I like convenience. I do. I like convenience. And it looks like, oh, well, I guess. So there's your blade that it comes with, guys. Gosh, that's sharp. Cut you. Doesn't have a super extreme slant on the back of the blade. It's kind of a typical blade, but we'll see how it cuts. I haven't cut with it yet. I'll let you guys know if you want to know. Let me know if you want to know. So this is what happens when they put it together for you at Lowe's. You see that? See that? This is, you got to check your mower out when you get it back from these kids putting stuff together. Oh, there's another shock, you guys. I did not know it was in this. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. That's for your pump. Right? Yeah, that's your pump. Man, I'm slow. Hey, my first zero turn. Like, I'm learning. But for you guys that are just learning too, I want to do a video for you. Right? It's just things to remember. You can adjust your handles. That's cool. The gas can. Easy access. You don't have to break your neck if you got a full gas can. Irons for decking with reinforced 11 gauge. That's better than a 7 to me, but whatever. We can argue about that. Got the MyRide systems. Got the Kawasaki. Got the serviceable pumps. Got the good looking powder coating. Got the hour meter. Got the super comfortable seat. Got the iron floor. The aluminum floor. The closed fitting casters. It's just a nice mower, guys. And that's about it. So, I don't know if I missed anything. If there was something more you wanted to see, I apologize. Let me know in the comments. I'll try to get it done. And after I mow a little bit with it, you guys, maybe I'll do a short video on what I think. Shoot, this thing may go back. I don't know. It does have a 3-year warranty, you guys. That's something I didn't mention. It's got a 3-year warranty, which is a pretty good warranty. Fully covered for 3 years. That's pretty good, right? I'm not complaining about that at all, because a lot of them have a lot less. There are some that have more, like Mohawk is what is it, 15 year, but you're also going to pay twice as much for the mower. So anyway, guys, like I said, I do normally do rifle stuff. This is a few of my rifles. I like to build AR-15s mainly. It's not hard. I would love to teach you guys how to do it. This is my little shop. I just built this garage last summer. My first garage. You know, the Lord's blessing me, you guys. He's been blessing me. I just got saved when I was 42. That was 5 years ago. And the Lord's just blessed me since then. And I ain't going to say it's always going to be that way. He giveth and he taketh away, right, you guys? But, man, he's been so good to me. And I give him all the glory for it. And you guys, know what the Constitution says in the Bill of Rights. If you live in this country, you should know that. You should know that. And it was founded on Christianity, Christian fundamentals, Jesus Christ. That's what this country was blessed so much for to begin with, and why it did so well, right? And now look what's happening, you guys. I mean, it's getting worse. It's getting worse every day because we're letting abominations in this country. You know, people that hate the Lord are taking over this country and controlling it, and have been since the Civil War. Yeah, that army you rooted for, that was their guys. They wrote the history. Remember that. You don't believe it, I hope. I hope you don't believe the history, but... So, let me show you something really cool. If you have a side-by-side, man, You want to rock a rifle in there, and I found this to be very, very convenient. 25 bucks a pair on Amazon, and it works great, man. When you want it out there, you just pop that band off, jerk it out there, and go to town on whoever's effing with you or whatever stupid animal is in your way. Blast little Bammy's brains out. I don't care. Do your thing. All right? Come and take it. Don't tread on me. Jesus Christ is King. America, baby. All right, guys. Bless somebody, and you'll be blessed. Don't covet things. Don't covet what you have. Don't covet these things around you. Covet Jesus. Covet the things of heaven. Love you guys. Independent Arms. I'm out.